Welcome everyone to a new video here on the channel, and we're going to start our tier listing of every single player per position, players per position. Now I'm using Tier Maker. You guys should know what that is. Tier Maker is the place to where you can make your tiers or whatever. And we are doing the projected starting point guards for the 2025-2026 season. Now, they just says projected. This is last updated in August 28th of 2025. So whether or not this is the people who actually started or not, I don't know. I don't know. So make sure you hit the like, comment, subscribe. Y'all let me know what y'all thinking about the tier list. All right, let's get it. So first of all, we got to talk about the 76ers with Tyrese Maxey. Now, Tyrese Maxey was balling before he got hurt. I think he was balling enough to where I think I'm gonna put him so far. I'm gonna put him at the B tier. Now he probably move up a little bit. He probably will move. You know what? Let me stop playing. I'm gonna put him at the A tier. I think Tyrese Maxey has become a really good to great point guard, especially for the 76ers, which is amazing because they go from the Ben Simmons era of the point guard position to the James Harden, and now they got Tyrese Maxey, who's put put in the work, stepped in right where Embiid and the 76ers need him. And it's like, oh, this is perfect. This is absolutely beautiful. So great. Think that's great. So I'm gonna put him at the A tier. Like I said, before his injury, he was still balling. He was looking really good. Looked like he was going to be another All Star, All NBA player potentially. And I think that potential is still there. I think that potential is still there. My personal opinion. The Bucks. I believe this is Kevin Porter Jr. I'm gonna go ahead put him at the C tier. I think he's okay. I don't think he's great. I don't think he's going to be the starting point guard. Quite honestly, he might lose that to Cole Anthony. Depends on how Cole Anthony comes out and play. I think he's all right. I think he's probably more of a bench scorer point guard instead of a starting point guard in the league. But we'll definitely see. Next up for the Chicago Bulls is Josh Giddey. This is where I'm putting him at the B tier. Some of y'all might know, but I am a big Josh Giddey fan. Like not fan, but his play style. I said his play style kind of reminds you of a hybrid of a Steve Nash, but to a way lower extent offensively. I think he likes to run the ball on the floor with the ball in his hand, playmaker, passing. He's starting to hit his threes a little bit better last year. Put on a really good show for the Chicago Bulls, and I think that's something that the Bulls fans should definitely. I think they should definitely look happy to have him as their starting point guard, the playmaker. And he got the $100 million contract, which I said that's what they needed. Good. Got a stable point guard who's going to get better, young. He's going to get better and better. So I think he's going to be. I think in the future he's going to be an All Star at some point. At some point he's going to be a one-time All Star because it just makes sense. It just makes sense to me. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, this is Darius Garland. I'm gonna put him above Giddy at this moment in time. I think Garland has done. I think Garland. I think the thing that's holding me back from putting Garland at the A tier is the playoffs. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. He keeps getting injured right as the playoffs are getting really good, and the team needs him, and he keeps getting hurt, having these injuries that's taking him out of the playoffs. This is back to back years, by the way. And regular season wise, he's 25, so he's entering into that prime area, and he plays really good. He was an all star last year and everything. He's playing really good. It's just he's that playoffs where the team needs him real badly is what's stopping me at this moment for putting him any higher. Now that will definitely change the more he gets better and better and better. But we just hopefully that he's on his way out because of that. That would suck. That would definitely suck. Now Derek White, very interesting. They said Derek White will be the starting point guard next year for the Boston Celtics. I'm gonna put him. I think I'm gonna have him at B tier, but I'm gonna put him right in front of Giddy, but behind Garland. I'm interested. I'm very interested to see how this 76, not 76, well, the Boston Celtics time goes. And the reason why I'm interested is because from what I tell from what I can tell from the roster, I think it's a lot opposite of what some people are thinking. And that's just me though. That's just definitely me. He was almost an all-star last year. He was almost voted in as an all-star, but he didn't get it. He's a good to great defensive player. does everything you want him to do as a role player. Dirty work guy, get hit the ball, hit the 3-point shots, kind of everything you want him to do. I'm just interested to see what happens this year. No Tatum. Are people going to expect him to step it up more in the playoffs in the regular seasons, or is he going to stay where he's at and just be that nice complimentary piece? I don't know. I'm gonna put a B tier for right now. Definitely B tier. James Harden. James Harden was still an All Star last year. He was still playing fantastic last year, in my personal opinion. I think James Harden definitely deserves the A tier. Now, I think he's on the bottom end of the A tier. Quite honestly, I don't think he's up there. I don't think he's like better than Maxi at this point. I think Maxi's better than Harden at this point, in my personal opinion. Not only that, he is 36 years old coming into this season. We got to see how Harden's going to act like, especially with all the drama that's going on around us, around the Clippers. And once once the season starts and they start doing their thing, he could find himself. He could probably still find himself at the A tier, probably just on a lower tier of the A tier. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the only. I think that's the only downfall. But Harden, I think he's still A tier level of a point guard, in my personal opinion, especially the starting point guard in the league. Now, Ja Morant. Ja Morant's very interesting, but I'm putting Ja Morant as the head of the B tier. Now, his injuries, his off court situation has pushed Ja Morant down a little bit, in my personal opinion, because in my opinion, he was a part of the A tier. But I think the changing of the system, him missing, he missed 32 games last year. He missed 32 games last year. The system had changed while he was out and about. I mean, when he came back, everything had changed around, getting suspended and stuff. He was really up there. He was really up there with the rest of the with the guards out there. But then injuries, off court situations, kind of dropped him down. Kind of dropped him down. I still say he's the best B tier level player in the NBA, starting point guard. Now it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna see how he reacts to how the Grizzlies are playing this year. I think this year, I feel like this year is gonna be a make or break season for Ja. Ja could be seeing his way still on the Grizzlies, but at the same time, if the plans are how bad or how good things run, he could be seeing himself off of the Grizzlies and somewhere in a different situation. We'll talk about that once I decide to break down these teams. You know what I'm saying? Trey Young. I got Trey Young in the E tier. I think Trey Young's ahead of James Harden at this moment in time. I think Trey Young's starting to become a little bit underrated. I know it's crazy, right? I think he's become underrated as a player now. Led the league in assists with the team he had, which was kind of crazy that he was able to get as many assists that he did get in leading the NBA in the assist level. I feel like his name is being slept on because he hasn't been in the playoffs in a couple seasons or so. Hey, Trey Young's still that guy. I think Trey Young's still that guy. There's a back and like I said, it's a weird back and forth thing when it comes to Trey Young. To me, my personal opinion, Trey Young is still one of the best point guards in the NBA. Let's be honest here. I think he's part of the A tier. I think he's better than Harden at this moment of time. That's because Harden is older, and we're expecting Trey to continue being Trey Young. Now, this year, with the team he has, we could see Trey continue to average what he averaged. I mean, he averaged only 24 last year, 24 and 11 and a half assists. That's crazy numbers, in my personal opinion. I think we can't overlook the fact that he's going to shoot the shots that he's going to shoot. He's going to do what he does. We'll discuss a Trey Young breakdown at some point. I still believe Trey Young will get traded at some point this year. I mean, not this year, but I believe he's still going to get traded. He in his prime, so we'll see if they take that back or not. Here, this is the Miami Heat. I believe this is Davon Mitchell. Oh, is that Davon Mitchell? Let me fact check. Hold up. Hold on. I'm pretty sure this is uh I'm pretty sure that's Davon Mitchell for the Heat. But let me fact check that because I don't want to say that's 100% him and it's literally somebody else. That'd be crazy work. Yeah, that is Davon Mitchell. Hmm. That's interesting. They got Davon Mitchell as the starting point guard for the Heat. It was crazy because when you look it up, it's saying Tyler Hero might be the starting point guard. So it might be a combo thing. It might be, I don't know. I don't know. Even so, let me take a look at. I don't. I don't know. I don't know where I want to put Mitchell at. I think Mitchell is starting to get better as a player. I think he's starting to get real. I think he's starting to get better as an NBA player. I don't know. I don't know. I'm stuck on Mitchell. I'm not gonna lie. I am stuck on Mitchell. He might be a little bit underrated. Quite honestly, he might be a little underrated. I'm gonna put him C tier for right now. I'm gonna put him C tier for right now. So like in the playoffs, see, I didn't notice in the playoffs, 15 points a game, 6.5 assists, elite defense, shooting the three. He hit 50% of his threes on 3.5 attempts a game, which is low for him, but that's good enough for him to have that low number. And another year under his belt with the Miami Heat, locked and loaded. Yeah, I'm gonna say he's a. I'm gonna say he's C tier for right now. He could be seeing him. Yeah, I'm gonna keep him C tier. Lamelo Ball, I think is the. I think Lamelo is. I think he's right behind Garland in the B tier. Only reason he should be A tier. Him and John Rant, both of them should be A tier. But for Lamelo, it's been injuries, injuries, injuries. So injuries has really played a factor in taking him out of his tier of being an A tier. Lamelo Ball, quite honestly, a full healthy season from Lamelo Ball playing, he's most likely 100%. He's probably A tier. He's most likely A tier in trying to knock on the door to be of the S tier. Quite honestly, he has everything that you want for your point guard to be that. He gets getting injured. So the more injuries you are, we gotta pull back. We have to pull back when you're injured so many times that it's not even funny to keep up with. It sucks. It definitely sucks because he has a talent. He has everything that you want as an A tier player. He just injury prone. This one is for the Utah Jazz. Play. This is Isaiah Colliner. I want to say I'm gonna put him at D tier. I don't have really anything to say about him. I really don't know much about him. I haven't really watched as many Utah Jazz games as I should. I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna put him D tier for right now. I think Dennis Schroeder is gonna be the starting. He is the starting point guard for the. Well, I'm acting surprised, of course, because with the way how everything has ended, yeah, he most likely is the starting point guard. And if that's the case, when was the last time Dennis Schroeder was a starting point guard in the NBA? Let's take a before I put my rankings at him, I gotta see what he was looking like as a starting point guard in the NBA. The last time he was a starter, a master starter, 49 between three teams though. Did he start for the Brooklyn Nets? Yeah, he started for the Brooklyn Nets. So his time with the Brooklyn Nets, because yeah, he was a starter for the Brooklyn Nets. For the Brooklyn Nets, he played really well. He played really, really well. Am I expecting that for the Sacramento Kings? So the way the Kings is built up, I would assume so. I'm gonna put him head of the C tier for right now. Head of the C tier. He's gonna be coming off this big win for Germany, winning, becoming the MVP of the whole Euro basket tournament. He's on a high level. He's on a high level right now. He's feeling good. So I'm assuming this is going to roll into him playing probably one of his best versions of basketball. And that's good. That'd be great. That'd definitely be great for him. That'd be definitely great for him. It'll be, but as a starter point guard compared to everybody else, I think he's C tier. If he was on if the Kings look better, he'll probably be up a little bit higher, probably B tier. But the teams really don't look that good to me, in my personal opinion. That's just me. That's just me. That's just me. Jalen Brunson, I'm gonna put him A tier. Fantastic player. Continue being for that. What's stopping me from putting him S tier? That's my question. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. We'll see. We'll see what's stopping me from putting him S tier. I think right now he's the best player out of the A tier. And S tier, I might be sleeping on Brunson. I might be sleeping on Brunson, but I think Brunson is he's balled. He's balled out. It's crazy how much work he's been putting in for the New York Knicks. Doing that. getting them back to the conference finals for the first time, and what, I don't even remember last time the Knicks was in the conference finals. Got New York hot. They burning up because they loving everything they see from him and the way he got the team rolling. Man, and Dallas let that man go. It's crazy work. I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy work. I know. It's probably it's controversial, but still, it's crazy work. First S tier, it is Luka Doncic. Do we really need to have a conversation about Luka Doncic and him being a S tier player? I think not. Just for the Magic starting point guard, that would be Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs, in my personal opinion, is in the same boat. Davon Mitchell, and I'm gonna put him. He might be the best C tier. He might be the best of the C tier. Depends on how he look in post injury. He might be the best of the C tier though. Great defensive player, but he's playing that point guard position. I don't know if he has the playmaking chops to be that playmaker for them or not. I think the ball's gonna be out of his hands because of Paulo and Franz and then Desmond Bain now. So he might just be back to what he's done as his regular position, which is fine. Catch and shoot three a defensive minded guard. That's good though. That's good. He doesn't need to do too much, but I'm gonna put him at C tier for right now. D Load and D'Angelo Russell. He's gonna be starting point guard until Kyrie gets back, and then when Kyrie gets back, Kyrie takes back over that position. But for D'Lo, I will put him. I'll put him head of the C tier. I think D'Angelo Russell is another name that gets underrated at times, and I think it's because he was playing in L.A. Let's be honest here. He was playing in L.A. and that's just what he got. He was in L.A. and he and L.A. just don't bond together no more. I think that plays a factor for at least for him. But now he's gonna be going with Dallas. I think the spotlight on him is gonna be major, just for him to keep the team afloat until Kyrie gets back. Because he's gonna have Klay Thompson, there's gonna be Cooper Flag, there's Anthony Davis, there's Derek Lively, there's PJ Washington, there's Daniel Gafford. There is so many different players to where all he has to do is just be consistent. That's it. He doesn't have to do much. He just have to be consistent. He just have to come up, hit the good shots, see the open pass, make the right play, and everything. Left note, y'all remember back in NBA 2K? Y'all remember back in 2K16 when he was a rookie and he grew up and he just continued to develop so dang go well. Got to that 90s, man. 2K16 had that man looking like the next greatest freaking point guard. That's what that looked like. So shout out to him. Definitely shout out to him. The Brooklyn Nets, they are starting. I have no ball knowledge on him, so I'm gonna go D tier. Now I know y'all see this F tier here. Quite honestly, we're gonna go ahead and make that change right now. We're gonna go ahead and delete that row. I don't think there is a F tier starter in the NBA. It's either some of y'all might think like Andre, come on now. I don't think there's an F starter in the NBA. I don't think any team's gonna unless you're Killing Hayes. Even so, he brought at least defense. He looked like he brought something to the court. He brought something out there. I don't think there's a such thing as a F tier point guard or a starter of any kind in NBA. They would have to just be. They can't dribble the ball. They can't pass the ball. They can't rebound. They can't assist. They can't score. They can't defend. They can't stop a pick and roll. They can't do anything. That's what I call an F tier. They can't do anything. They just a body out there just to have a body out there. And I don't think we've seen that yet. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think we see that in the NBA yet. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think a F tier point guard looks like. F tier starter looks like. They can't do anything. They can't do. They average 0.0. They average 0.000. No efficiency because they can't do anything. That's what I think is an F tier. That's just me. I think there's D tiers, and the only reason why these two is on a D tier, I don't know much about them, so I'll have to like spend time taking a look at their game and stuff. I don't know much about them. Next up we got Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray needs. I'm gonna put Jamal Murray in the B tier, but in my personal opinion, he's behind Lamelo, the Lamelo, Darius, and John Morant. Why? We see what Jamal Murray does in the regular season, right? We all seen that before. We saw how he was balling and stuff like that. At this point in time, I'm not going to lie to y'all, Denver Nuggets fans. I'm at this point in time with him where I'm feeling like he might be the next one out the door. You traded Michael Porter Jr. and that was cool because you got better bench players. But Jamal Murray, I'm starting to question Jamal Murray. Injuries, not being starting off real slow. In my personal opinion, the stuff that he does in the playoffs, I think he should be also be able to do that in the regular season. You know what I'm saying? I think that's his bread and butter. I think he is a 25 per game. I think he's a 24 to 26 point per game scorer in the NBA on his efficiency. On his efficiency, not on his efficiency. And he just hasn't been doing it. I don't know why. It's like let's take the ball out of Jokic's hand. There's no reason for Jokic need to do all this high work. He's a bucket getter. He does everything perfectly, but for some reason, it's like his starter. It's like he has to get started up to do anything, and I don't get it. I personally don't get it. I feel like he should be able to do. I feel like he should be able to do what these other three guys do comfortably. I think he should be able to do that comfortably. I think he should be head of the B tier, not four positions deep into it. I think he should be head of the D tier and trying to knock on the door to A tier. My personal opinion. That's just me though. That's just me. Uh, for the Pacers, Andrew Nembhard, because Tyrese is out for the season with his injury. Nembhard, I have to watch more Pacers game. I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna put him on how to Josh Giddey. Well, let's fix that. And put him ahead of Josh Giddey. Now I know the more times I put more people ahead of Josh Giddey. I think Josh Giddey is just based off of what I've seen from him last year. Is why I'm going off of Josh Giddey. That's why. But I think Andrew Nembhard is better than him. I don't know if he's better than Derek White. I think the Spaces team could still stay afloat. I think he played. I'm pretty sure he said he played the point guard position back in college and stuff, and that's the position he was playing before he got into the NBA. So he was very comfortable about taking the ball out of Tyrese Maxey's hand. I mean Tyrese Halliburton's hand and playmaking himself. It's going to be amplified this year. It's going to be definitely amplified. We're going to see what Nembhard can truly do with no Halliburton on the court. We'll see it. Jordan Poole, he's a point guard. I thought it'd be DeJounte Murray. I'm gonna put him ahead. I'm gonna put him ahead of the C tier. I ain't gonna lie. I like his bucket getting more. Nah, I put him. Him and Russell is interchangeable. I thought it was DeJounte Murray, but I guess they think it's Jordan Poole. I think Jordan Poole goes back to the shooting guard position. I don't think he plays the point guard. I think it's Murray and Poole both backcourt, but I think eh, Poole to me is a six man. That's an elite six man that get buckets. That's my personal opinion of him. I know think about them Warriors days, but I think that's just his role. I don't think he's really need to be a starter anywhere. I think he just needs to be that bench player that's getting his buckets and stuff and help a contender team win a championship like he used to. That's just me. Oh, Cade Cunningham, my boy Cade Cunningham has entered the A tier. I think he is right there next to Brunson, and he's knocking on Brunson's door loudly, in my personal opinion. The man balled out. I think K got underrated. I think K gets underrated a tad bit, but for what he did so far, he's only 23. He's only 23, people. He is a 6'6", 23-year-old who's developing quickly. 4 years into the NBA. This is going to be year 5 for him. Let me read out the numbers for you. I don't like doing the number stuff. Let me read out the numbers for you. 26 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 steal, basically 1 block. Now he did have 4.5 turnovers, something he'll work on. He'll have to work on those turnovers, but I ain't tripping. I watched Russell Westbrook play basketball in his prime. He had he shot 46% from the field, 35% from the 3-point line on 6 attempts a game. He hit 84% of his free throws on 5.5 assists a game. For the big numbers for the you people who need those numbers, 56% true shooting. That's Cade Cunningham. That's 23-year-old Cade Cunningham. That's what he did. Already been an all-star, already all NBA third team. He finished 7th in MVP, people. Come on now. And the playoffs, 25 points, 8.5 rebounds, 8.5 assists, pretty much 2 steals, 1.5 blocks. Now he had a lot of turnovers, like 5 of them things, but for that first time for him being in the playoffs for the very first time in his career, That's a dangerous player. That is a dangerous player. So imagine next year somebody can take the ball out of his hand a little bit more. Jaden Ivan. Jaden Ivan comes in, and Jaden Ivan can play off of Cade and vice versa. They can play off of each other's. And now Cade's turnovers go down, and the assist goes up. Let's say he turned it down to three. I'm gonna give Westbrook three turnovers. He turns down to three turnovers a game, and then his assist goes up by one. Come on now, and keeping the same efficiency that he's having, even getting better. That's a walking triple double next year. Let's be honest here. Oh my God, that's a dangerous guy. Next up, we got Emmanuel quickly for the Raptors, and I don't know ball. I'm gonna put him C tier from what my old knowledge of him is. I thought he was just a bucket getter. Is he not just a bucket getter in my personal opinion? I thought he was just I think he's just a bucket getter for the Raptors. I think he has the less important role on that Raptors team coming into next year. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. He has RJ Barrett, he has Brandon Ingram, he has Scotty Barnes. He has three elite play in my personal opinion. On that team, three elite wing players that are taking the ball out of his hand. He's had to make shots. He's gonna make his shots and make a little bit of passes here and there, in my personal opinion. Now, of course, he could turn it up and become an elite playmaker and passer and stuff like that, and that'd be great for the Raptors. But I just don't see it. Quite honestly, I just don't see it. That's just me. I just don't see it. I don't know. That's just me. I think it's too much for him to do a lot of things like that. Fred Van Fleet for the Houston Rockets. Quite honestly, I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen Freddie play, and I don't know where I'll put him. Still good player, still good defensively and stuff like that. I think I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna put him behind. I'm putting him in C tier. I'm gonna put him right behind Mannion quickly. I'm at that point. Show it to me again. Let me see it again. That's where I'm at right now with him. I know that sounds bad, but that's where I'm kind of at with him at this point in time. I know. De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox. I think see, these are interchangeable right here. This B tier: Ja Morant, Garland, Lamelo, Murray, and Fox. I think they're all interchangeable. Because I think uh Ja and Lamelo are supposed to be A tiers. I think Murray is the best B tier, and then Fox and Garland are probably more closer to each other than I have it on this list right now. But injuries, you know what I'm saying? Injuries. I don't know. They think Devin Booker is a point guard next year. Oh, if Devin Booker's a point guard next year, where do I put him at? If Devin Booker's a point guard next year. He's A tier. I think he's ahead of Trey. I think he's ahead. I think he's right there. I think he's right behind Cade and Jalen Brunson. If he's a point guard next year, I thought he was going to be a shooting guard. I thought, oh well, they don't have a point guard. They have a comp. They had two shooting guards that's going to play. They got two guards that's going to play the point guard. So that's what I'm seeing because I thought Booker was going to be a shooting guard. Ooh, interesting. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. It was Jalen Green. Jalen Green would have been like B tier, very end of B tier. Devin Booker's a whole different conversation. That makes it a little bit different. That makes it a little bit different. Um, of course, Shea, S tier. Him and Luke are in my personal opinion, they're 1 and 2 at the Shea at the S tier. My personal opinion. They you can flip between the two. You can flip between the two. Definitely flip between the two. MVP, Finals MVP, scoring champ. I mean, what are we doing here? Now, old man Mike Conley. I think old man Mike Conley. I'm gonna still give him some respect. I think I'm gonna put him C tier, but I'm gonna put him down. I'm gonna put him down here. I'm gonna put him down here. He's getting older. Same thing with Drew Holiday. I'm gonna respect my veterans, but I'm gonna put them down here on the C tier. I think their time as a starters are done and over with. Let me be honest with y'all guys. Like I said, they still really impactful for the teams that they play on at that moment of time because they don't have the guards like right now. But I don't think June Holiday might not be the starting point guard. I thought it would be Shaden Sharp or somebody like that. I don't. I don't think. I don't. I don't think. I don't think Holiday's the starting point guard. I don't think he is. And then Mike Conley, unfortunately, he still has to be the starting point guard for the T Bulls at this point in time. So Curry, he's right behind Cade and Brunson. I think they've Curry's still great as a player, but I think those two are peaking together, and they're right at this moment of time. At this moment of time, I think they are better than Curry. Now, Curry is still a good point guard. I ain't gonna say he's a bad, he's still a great point guard, kind of a player you want to have, but man, I'm gonna have to put him over there. And then I think this is Bud Carrington, that is for the Washington Wizards. I'm gonna put him down here. I don't know. I don't have that much information on him either. So that's my point guard list. That's my point guard list. So this will give you pretty much this shit almost what my top 10 point guards looking like. Shea, Luca, Brunson, K, Curry, Devin Booker. If he's a point guard, he's number 6. 7 is Tyrese. 8 is Trey. 9 is Harden. And then quite honestly, this 10 is John Morant for now. It could be is John Morant, and then everybody else kind of rank where they rank at. Like I said, my potential Josh Giddey is kind of high, so that's why he's up there at the B tier. That's yeah. That's my personal opinion. That's my personal opinion alone. You make sure you hit the like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one.